Alrighty then.
Welcome to Indoor Fun.
Alrighty then. I'm going to try to do this secret door. So I'm going to do it out of 2x3. I I'm not going to do this step where they dig the grooves into the frame. I think I will instead basically have some trim along the outside that'll kind of hide it, and it'll just look like the backdrop for the Q rack. Anyway, let's just see how that goes. I'm going to uh, I'm going to start with the bottom piece. I'm going to screw that together and just see how it hinges. So let me just see how that works first. All right, let's just see how this looks. 22 and a half. Yeah, that'll work. Very close. Very, very close. we're talking 1/8 of an inch. Kind of eyeballing it, but these hinges are really cool. There. Okay, that's close. All right, so now what I need to do is I need to drill a hole here in the wood so that this goes down further in. So let's do that. I have to screw this base plate down better too. Some 2-inch screws for that. What are these? 2 inches. A little deeper. Cool. All right, let me do a little close-up of that just so you see it. Yeah, so there's this little base plate that goes on here. Another one goes here. You got to screw a hole or drill a hole, and then it goes on this, and then it slides. And then it's able to open and close. So as this gets screwed in, we're going to do the same on the top and the bottom. And then I'll just have some trim, I guess. I have to figure out that part. I don't know if I should get it closer. You probably should. Yeah, I should get it more like there. Yeah. So I'm just going to move this piece that way a little bit. Actually, with this like that, let's see what that looks like. That's actually pretty good because I'm going to have some other pieces of wood there. Oh yeah, that's... I think that's pretty good. I don't know if it's going to hit. I don't know if I'm going to have trim down here though. I might not need any trim down there. Nope. No, I think that'll be fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. As you can tell, I'm kind of eyeballing this. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think I'll do the same for the top piece. All right, let me just see how that goes. 22 1/4. I think I'll just duplicate the way I did this one, but the opposite. check it here. What's hitting? Just this little bit of here. There. Okay, so now what I need to do is get that measurement. These here. I need this. Yeah, and then I need the measurement. Down to here. What I'll do is I'll just subtract 1.5. Actually, I think I can measure that. It's easier if I just mark it on the wall. Okay. 69, just under 69 inches. Just under 69 inches. Okay. I think that's pretty close. All right, gotta go get another battery, and then I'll keep screwing this down. Battery. It's actually kind of cool. Hopefully my measurements are okay. I will be honest though, I'm usually a measure once, cut twice kind of guy. Measure, cut, measure again, cut again. Oops, wrong size. Oh well. I just don't have a lot of patience, but I want to start to get more into this, so I might even try to do some actual woodworking, which would actually need to be very, very particular. See if I have the patience for it, but I'll start with this one. I like rough lumber building. Like framing. Any framing is fun to do. At least I find it fun to do. Now, we're gonna see. Oh man, moment of truth. Got some drywall here. That's out of place. Let me get my other tool. Right here. All right, well, let's see what that's like. Not sure, must be off. Clearly I am. It's probably this. These 2x3s are horrible. Gotta blame the wood, eh? Okay. Gotta go. Oh yeah. This counter. There's the problem. I knew I was gonna have to cut this, so all right. More cutting. Wah! The counter's hitting. I knew it was going to eventually, so I just have to give it a little sliceroo here. That should do it. Give that a good cleaning here. I think I'll probably fast forward through a bunch of this video, especially the sloppy stuff I do. All right, where's the metal here? Here. Yeah, right there. Let's see what that looks like now. Come on. Okay, like that. Okay, it doesn't hit there anymore, and it comes in. Oh yeah, okay. So now I just have to mount this piece properly. Okay, which is going to be interesting. Actually, it's not going to be that bad. Okay, this isn't going to be bad at all. All right, let me put this here. Here, just for a second. I'll unscrew this, and then I have it outlined already, so I'll be able to screw it back in. Let's just see if we can get a better angle up there. Whew. I'm getting thirsty. So now, what I need to do is put this piece here. Yeah, just like that. Okay. I don't know if you could see that, but basically what I did was I just put the top, this plate, this piece, this hinge that gets screwed into this top wall, it gets screwed in here, or it gets placed into its little hole. Then everything gets placed, and then the top one gets screwed into the wall. If everything goes right. And I have the outline. So I should be able to just follow that. And, oh, I wonder if I need, it's going to be, is that a little too loose? I might need a shim. Quite big enough. Let me look here. So, let me just screw one in. I'll screw a couple of them in. You screw a couple of those back in. We'll see how it closes. There's one. Let's do this one here. It's just a little bit off. It's a little off at the bottom. It's very close. Ouch. Maybe it's just hitting something. What's it hitting? Oh, it's hitting down here. Just a little bit. Not much. Let me see here. It's just this board is a little bit warped. Now, I just don't know. I'm going to have a pretty good piece of trim there. What would that look like? See what that looks like up top with that bit of a gap. I guess if I have a good trim here. Oh, maybe that'll work. Could put like a little piece of wood here. And then I need some trim here. I think it's... And then maybe a little bit of extra... Not sure. Now I've got to give this some thought. All right, stay tuned. I've got to give it a little bit of thought. Oh, alrighty. Hey, I found the issue down here. There, perfect. Awesome. That was just there was just one little piece at the edge here that was catching. Okay, so this door it's actually pretty good. Check that out. And now what I'm going to do, where's my trim piece? So I have to take I'll need to take a trip into one of the hardware stores and get some proper trim. I'm probably going to do pine, and it'll kind of look like that, right? And then you won't even notice that's a door. It'll kind of just look like a real nice backdrop for the pool cue holder. Same idea, like this, right? And then this door will be able to, kind of go in, kind of like that. I'll just have to make I'll try to make it somewhat flush with this, and then it'll be able to open. Pretty cool. The only thing I need to do is put I've got this stopper. So basically this needs to get screwed up into here, and then there's a piece here, and then it'll basically it'll just hold the door in place. I think there's a picture of it in the illustration. I'll show that. Just one second. Yeah, there's a picture of it right there. So it's this thing here, and it just goes up kind of at the top, and that'll just kind of make sure that the door kind of stays shut. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So look, it swings in nicely. You know, it's just made out of 2x3 construction. I'll put a proper some proper reinforcements. I'll probably go 2x3s kind of across, and then I don't know if I'm just going to go with this whiteboard that I have, kind of a similar to this whiteboard, or if I'm going to get pine. I might actually get tongue and groove pine, just the real thin stuff. I'll put a little tongue and groove pine, and I'll put some pine border, and then I will put my rack on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take a little trip over to the hardware store, so I'll get that all done, and then I'll record a bit more here shortly. See ya. Alrighty then. So I picked up a few things. A couple of key measurements I need to take right away is I need to measure this distance, which is just over 44 inches, because I'm going to put bracing across here and here at that distance so that I can screw this top and bottom part of the Q rack into the fake door. So I got that key measurement. I also need to measure this height here, which is just over 6 feet. So this maybe just under 74 inches. And that measurement is to make sure that the material I got covers the whole length of this door. I got some nice cedar, so it'll be pretty nice. It's a tongue and groove cedar that goes across, and then I have pine. Got a nice piece of pine for the border of the door, kind of on the inside. And then I have a basic MDF that I'm gonna put all along the outside. And if all goes well, it should look like it's just the backdrop of the Q rack, and then you may not even realize that it's actually a door, and that's the whole idea. And then later on, I got to figure out how I'm going to open it other than just pushing it and closing it. I could use that piece that I showed before, but I'm thinking that I might put some sort of a hidden hinge, and then figure something like that out. So anyway, I have a few cuts to make, and I'll videotape a little bit as I go, but I'm not going to videotape the whole thing. But you'll get the idea, and then I'll show it at the end. I think it's going to look pretty cool though. All right, stay tuned. so that's the cross bracing in place. Now I'm going to do some more cuts to put in the cedar. So let me do a few cuts and then I'll start to install it. Alrighty then, I love this this cedar. This is the same cedar basically that I used, the tongue and groove, the thin tongue and groove that I used at the cottage in the bathroom. Smells really nice. Anyway, the important thing is I got to get this first cut leveled and stapled in. And I've done that. That's leveled. I got one staple. Now I need to get another staple. Make sure this is good and level. Let's get a nice, right about, oh, a little bit off. Okay. Could use two hands sometimes. There we go. But I need to get this pushed in there a little bit. There, that should do it. Just double check. Nice. Now it's just a matter of sliding each of these in and lining up the tongue and the groove properly. There, slides in nicely. Make sure this piece actually shuts properly this time. I thought it was going to be close to hitting the hinge at the bottom, and it was. So let me just make sure that it can close now. Yep. All right, that'll work now. So, all right, let me get this last one up, and then I'll start cutting some trim, and then I'll see what that looks like. So we're just down to the trim now, and just show you what it's going to look like. This basically, I've got these little 1x2 pine. We're going to go along the outside edge here, kind of like that. Then I have this trim here, right, which is going to kind of go all along the outside. But the cool thing is, I'm going to put the my little scoreboard right up here, so it just slides under the trim, so you can't see this top part. And then the pool rack, or the pool rack, the Q rack. That's gonna look pretty cool. I love it. Anyway, let's just take me a few minutes. I'll kind of start assembling it, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, just give me a second. I got to take a couple of measurements. Might have to cut a couple pieces of the trim. Then I'll start nailing her together. Actually, I didn't have to trim the longer pieces. They fit pretty nice. So I'm just going to see how she fits. All right, I need to change my brad nails. Right back. All right, I have a few left of this one, but I'm gonna have to go search for the others. But I'll just start it so I can show you, and then I'll get the rest and finish it. There. The trim is gonna cover the edges, so it's gonna be nice. This is not a powerful brad nailer, so I bought a tap, so I'm gonna have to tap some of these nails in. I won't bother showing that, but I think this is pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with this. Let me just make sure that actually shuts. Make sure I can open and close. Okay, so it's hitting something. Okay, so where is it hitting? Just hitting. Oh, right there. Okay. Okay. So I do need to make a little adjustment with that. Bring it in just a little bit more. Anyway, I'm going to get the rest of the brad nails, and I'll finish this trim, and then I'll start the outer trim. So I'll show you the outer trim here shortly. Alrighty then, ran into a few issues trying to figure this all out. So I decided to put this bigger piece of trim, and then I'm going to put, when the door closes, put a piece of trim here. And then the door isn't perfectly square. So I'm going to put this piece like this. You can kind of see it. So what I might do is get another piece of pine. They make these little strips of pine, and I think if I put that strip right down, then you won't even see this little crease. But for now, I'm going to trim this up, and I'm going to mount everything, and I'll show you what that looks like. I don't need to bore you with those two cuts, but I will take a little video right at the end and just kind of show the final product. I think this has been a fun video. And then we'll see how it looks here. Just stay tuned. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes. Actually decided to show this little bit of trim as well. Actually turned out pretty good. I just need to get this piece leveled. Oh, just missing the wood. Yeah, that one just missed. All right, I'll just go a little bit more this way. There, perfect. All right, could trim those two pieces, but that's pretty good. It's not too bad at all. Now I just need to put a piece here to hang this properly. Awesome, this is great. All right, well, I'm just gonna get everything hung now, and then I'll show the product, see what it looks like. Well, alrighty then, I'm pretty proud of this. That looks pretty cool. Awesome, I'm just gonna turn this light off. I don't know if that's better. Wow, that is so cool. It has the vision. The vision is that it looks like it's just part of a backdrop. But it isn't. It's actually a door into the workroom. How cool is that? Now I'm going to come up with some sort of a Actually, you really can't tell. I like it. When the light's on in there, you can actually see through here. But that's okay. You know, this doesn't have to be perfect. But it was a lot of fun to do. Oh, wow. That is so awesome. Now, I think I'll see if I can kind of come up with like a secret latch. That way, you know, you don't lean on it and it opens. That'll be the next thing. Anyway, I'll figure that out. That's just more indoor fun. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you like this video. Hopefully, it comes together well. Alrighty. See ya. Thanks for watching. See ya.